Hi, guys. Welcome to the first episode of the weekly sports show with my co host Aditya Srikumar.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
For this episode, we will be talking about the top five title contenders for the Euro 2021 and whom we think will be crowned champion.
So the five teams we'll be talking about in detail are France, England, Belgium, Germany, and Spain. So the first team we'll be talking about is France.
So, France, I genuinely think they're the strongest contenders because, first of all, they're coming back from a 2018 World Cup win, which is huge. If you think about, Srikumar, do you remember when how they smashed every team in the group stages?
Yeah, that was
Then
and Argentina.
then they went on to smash Argentina. Even though they conceded 3 goals, that was quite a dirty game. But
The
wow,
comeback,
they
the comeback
really
was amazing.
ran through each and every single team. I France is unbelievable. And
Yeah,
even if you look at their squad right here, wait, sorry, before I move on to the squad, they're coming off a 2018 World Cup win, and they were in the finals for the Euro 2016.
yeah, correct. That's
And
also
they lost 1-0, and I mean the goal was pretty good.
the goal
There
was a
was
good
there
goal.
was
But, it was I wouldn't say undeserved. They played really well, but Portugal also played very well, and they were lucky in the end of the day. They pulled it
yeah,
off.
I
So
mean Ronaldo was injured too during the final, and
fire tackle
yeah.
that
So
hurt.
now if we're looking at the teams, obviously in goal we've got Lloris. No
Yeah,
one's doubting him.
Lloris
One of
doesn't.
the best world keepers in the world.
I
I
don't think
wouldn't say that was
Lloris would be that good though right now. After that freak injury when he tried to make a save and like his arm twisted, so
mhm.
Lloris might be the only question mark because I know Mike Magnan for Lille and Areola. Those Areola's playing really well for Real Madrid. Even if he's on loan, he's still having a great season. But since it's next year, the Euro 2021 or 2020, I think Lloris does have a good chance to like recapture his form and like
Yeah, exactly. Because especially with the COVID-19 right now, he's got time to recover. Although he might not get the proper expertise recovery, it's still pretty good enough. He's
but
got a
he's
lot of
got good
time.
successors anyway, and like Mike Magnan and Ariola, even Steve
Yeah,
Mandanda.
exactly. They've got good backup keepers too. So in case he gets injured again during the Euro 2020 or 2021 rather, we've got people there. And oh my God, their team is stacked.
They're so
There's
their depth is
there's
next.
there's no position where you're like, yep, there's a doubt. I think maybe the place will be defense maximum if you think
Fast
about it.
scroll up a little. I just you're missing out on one of the most important players in the team, Rafael Varane. There,
Oh my God.
Rafael Varane is one of the best centre backs in the world right now, and for his age, he's 27 and he's won it all. There's nothing he hasn't won. In my opinion, Rafael Varane would be starting for sure, and maybe it would be either between Kimpembe or Longley. Zuma's playing well, but I doubt
No,
he.
Zuma can't make it.
Yeah, I doubt
He's
he.
he's ba- he's barely making it through the Chelsea team.
Yeah, I doubt.
Making it for the national team during the Euros. Yeah, I don't think so.
Left back, I know Digne is definitely going to start. Digne is having a great season for Everton. He's definitely one of the
Hmm.
star performers in a bad season.
Yeah, Mendy was on and off. He's
Mendy's
not like
it's his injury that like kind of messed up his entire career.
yeah, exactly. Then we go. Oh my God, their midfield.
Right back, I think Pavard's got it. Yeah, Pavard's got it for a while. He's
Yeah,
very
Pavard definitely. Do you
maybe.
remember his World Cup goal?
Oh yeah, the volley.
Was that the goal of the tournament?
It was a goal of the tournament. Definitely, it was.
Yeah.
And a volley into top right hand. What a goal!
Now, if you're looking at the midfield, N'Golo Kante, 100% starting. There's
I doubt can't. They're missing out on Pogba as well. Actually, yeah, Pogba's
yeah.
missing.
I mean, Pogba is definitely going to play, but I feel like Kante is also making it in the
Kante's
squad because,
Kante's a, because he hasn't been having a good season this year
but
because
he's a consistent guy who can develop in situations you won't even expect him to. Do you remember the 2-1 loss, Liverpool versus Chelsea?
yeah, Kante had a great game.
Wow. If you can't, that was just unbelievable. Like the
I
goals
think
he scored, and
Lampard
you're,
played in the wrong position. In like the
but it's
higher up in the midfield, he should be as a secondary C. No, not even secondary. He should be a lone CDM. He doesn't work in another formation which includes him attacking. He's
No,
best.
but the thing is, under Sari last season, he
Exactly.
was forced in that position, yeah. So he's learned a lot. So he's, in my opinion, he's quite diversified. Like he can play attacking. You saw the goal against Liverpool, and he can contribute. And defensive wise, he's great because I mean, if you're
Defensive
talking
is
about Chelsea right
defense
now,
is the strongest part. That's the thing. The defense is the
true,
strongest part.
true. But then if they've got better players there, you can't kind
I
of blame
doubt
Chelsea.
anyone's going to replace
No, not better players, but it's like they would rather play a person who can only play in defensive midfielder at that position rather than playing him attacking. You
No,
get
but
what I
in
mean?
France with the support around him, I think he'll be perfectly all right in a CDM role. Because
Yeah.
if playing a three with like Kante in the middle, Pogba on the right, and then the third one is the question mark: who will play there? Tolisso. Tolisso, he stagnated at Bayern. He shouldn't have left Lyon that early. He hasn't had a good time in Bayern. Guendouzi, he's I don't know about him. And Ndombele, I feel bad for him. He doesn't work under Mourinho. He's playing really bad over there. He
Yeah, he's very bad actually.
Yeah.
Um,
Sissoko's a CDM. He doesn't fit in that. He's way too defensive. I think Fekir is having a great season at Betis. Even though he took a downgrade, not even a downgrade. Betis is a great club, but from Lyon and getting linked to like a team like Liverpool and dropping down to Betis is kind of like it's not bad, but it's like not what you expect from him. And
yeah,
he's doing really well
he
in the
was
league.
going to come to Liverpool, yeah, and
Liverpool.
then
I think
something
because of
happened.
his injury, they cancelled the deal.
Hmm. Then Kylian Mbappe, oh my God, he's 21.
Yeah, but
He's
Mbappe
21.
Mbappe won't play center for France. He plays on the right for France. He doesn't
Yeah,
play.
yeah, definitely.
So
They
Ben Yedder.
probably play
I'm going.
Griezmann in the middle.
No, Ben Yedder. I think I'm going to go with Ben Yedder
Ben Yedder?
because I think Griezmann does plays better behind someone instead of like ahead on his own. Ben
No
Yedder
man, Giroud.
had an insane season for Monaco. He's pulled up numbers. He's tied with Mbappe in the goal scoring charts. And he plays for Monaco, who's like a mid-table team now. They've gone so down in the league. He's been carrying them on his back. He deserves a call up to the France team. Giroud is going to be on the bench anyway. That everyone
I
knows.
mean, if that's, I mean, yeah, that is true. And Antoine Griezmann hasn't been having a great season, but I feel like he would still make it to the
He'll
squad.
start. He'll definitely. He's had a half.
Yeah.
It's like an okay on and off season. But Griezmann can also play on the left, by the way. So in case Lemar or
Hmm.
Koeman, who's always injured, doesn't play, Griezmann can slot in perfectly. Honestly, he might have a good chance over there as well. So yeah,
Okay, yeah. So I think that's a take on France.
yeah, that's France.
Very strong squad.
Very
A
strong.
very, very strong
Probably one of the
squad.
strongest in the entire like.
And their overall net value is almost £1 billion.
Yeah, a billion.
So
A lot.
that's how much the players cost.
I mean, Mbappe
So
takes up a lot of that.
yeah, he probably cost like 100 or 200 already,
180 million.
taking like one fourth.
Now we're going with my
Anyway,
prediction. England. I have to say.
oh my God, one of
England.
the one of the most exciting teams. I genuinely can't wait to watch them.
Dark horses. They're
Genuinely can't wait to watch.
yeah.
So let's look at their defense
Forward.
first,
Let's start from
or
the
keepers.
goalkeeper. Ah, yes. This is where the question should be. Who's going to start, Pickford or Henderson? I'm going to still keep my hope in Pickford, even though he's had an on and off season for like England. He loves, sorry, not England, sorry, Everton. He loves England. He's played so well
Hmm.
last year. I don't know. It's like so very 50-50. But like,
But Henderson still has time to prove Southgate because um, if Euros are happening in 2021, that means that
Henderson has
Premier
time.
League football is going to happen, right? So
Depends.
if
Premier League is
Henderson
very good.
performs
It's a very
better,
question mark right now with the whole situation.
yeah, but let's say it does happen, then
Yeah.
Dean Henderson does have time to prove Gareth Southgate wrong because if John Pickford isn't consistent, then I don't think Southgate would take the
Even
risk.
Pope, you have to respect Pope. The guy's got the highest clean sheets. And the second, he's definitely up there in like top three or top five and he's playing for Burnley with the defense he has.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he's been not that great this season, but
Burnley haven't been great, but he's been the shining light for Burnley. Now defense, okay. So
wait, so who do you think is gonna make it though?
I'm
Who
going
do
to
you
go. I'm
expect to?
still going to go with Pickford. It's going to be
Yeah,
Pickford.
I think I'm gonna
You
go
know,
the same.
Henderson's like a United boy and everything. I still think Pickford's.
Mhm.
So let's go defense now.
Yep.
So
Right back.
Maguire is
I want to
definitely
talk about right back first.
okay. Right back. Okay.
Who
So
is gonna
three main people, actually four, but Kyle Walker's not going to be there anymore after this whole scandal.
to Kyle Walker?
Yeah. So
It's tied to one Bissaka. There's
Trent or Van Bissaka.
You know what? I feel like it depends on the formation Southgate chooses. Looking at how he played during the World Cup, he played with three at the back, right?
Yeah, with
So
Kyle
if
Walker
they're
was
using,
at the back. Kyle
yeah,
Walker was
but
at the back. Yeah. And
you know,
Trippier was playing right mid. Trippier was playing right mid.
okay, so let's say they're playing three at the back during the Euros, okay? I feel like Trent will obviously make it right wing back, okay? So,
Yeah.
but if would this be a smart choice? I was just thinking about this. Would keeping Wan Bissaka as a right center back would
No,
that
no,
work?
he doesn't fit into a centre back. His weakness is the
It's just
5.
small, yeah.
No, he's not height. Yeah, but also true. It is height because Kyle Walker was is 6'1" and he was playing defense. So it made sense. But like Wan Bissaka works perfectly for a right back role because he's more direct on the right back like side. He doesn't have to take care of the things after it passes him, which is very rarely. He takes care of it on
Mm.
his own. So I think if they go into a three back formation and then they convert it into a five back, Trent will sadly Trent has to play. He'll definitely play. But
And sadly, that guy deserves it. He's phenomenal.
yeah, he's
He-
definitely
For
right.
his age, it's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, but
One of
like
my favorite players
Bissaka
to
has been
watch.
insane. No, Trent lacks the defensive edge. That's the only issue with Trent.
That's there. That's very true because I genuinely think Wan Bissaka is the best 1v1 defender in the world.
Definitely. And I
He's
mean,
he's
his
he's
attacking output's
insane.
good. His attacking output's
Not
not like Trent level, but it's good. He's been contributing a lot of chances to the team because I watch every United game. Yes, I watch everyone, and I've seen like Aaron Van Bissaka. He knows when to attack, but he's more like he stays back because you know the team becomes weak at times. So yeah, he's good at the back and in the front at the same time. But like he's not Trent level up front. That's the only issue. So yeah,
Exactly. That's why we're kind of doubtful because even though Trent isn't that great in defense and he's always attacking, you've got Virgil van Dijk at the back. Who-
yeah,
No
that's
one's
what
gonna
I
worry
didn't even
about going
worry
up
about
and
that.
down when you've got Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah,
So
there's only Harry Maguire who's like a reliable centre back for United
mhm,
now
yeah,
because Eric Bailly is injured all the time. Lindelof is very shaky sometimes, but he puts in a shift when he needs to.
no Gomez. I really like him.
Joe
Joe
Gomez, I
Gomez.
don't think he's going to. It's no Maguire is starting. That's definite.
Yeah, obviously.
But
But I
who?
feel like Joe Gomez deserves a spot. I genuinely hope that he
Joe
plays
Gomez
because
or I don't know actually. John Stones probably. No, but England's
Stones.
going to go five back. There needs to be three centre backs. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going five back. There needs to be three centre backs.
Yeah, I don't know what Southgate's gonna do there, but
If
Chilwell
this
definitely left back.
fixes his issues with Kyle Walker, Kyle Walker can play centre back. No, I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
I don't think Chilwell
maybe.
is going to start. I don't think Chilwell is going to start. I
Who's
think
gonna take left back
Luke
then?
Shaw. It's going to be Luke Shaw.
Sorry,
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw, get out.
No, no, no. I'm
He's
being honest. No, I'm being honest.
no way,
Okay,
no way.
even if they're lacking a centre back, Luke Shaw can play centre back. That City game where we won. Listen, the City game where we won 2-0, 2-0. Shaw played centre back. Brandon Williams played left back.
One game wonder.
No, no,
Luke
no.
Shaw
He's
against
been
City
playing
was a
centre back
one
for so
game wonder.
long.
He played brilliantly. I won't take that away from him, but that was just one game streak.
No, he's been
I'm not.
whenever.
If I was Southgate, Luke Shaw isn't even on my mind for
No, Luke
playing
Shaw's going
any.
to get called up. Luke Shaw's going to get called up. That's for
He's
sure.
gonna be there, but he's gonna be on the bench. He's gonna be watching the good defenders play on the
Very
field,
hard.
and he's gonna be on the bench.
The
I
midfield.
don't think midfield pretty good, pretty good.
English deserves the shout.
Do you think Declan Rice will make it for CDM?
It's either him or Henderson. And who's the better one? Henderson probably.
Henderson's been brilliant this season,
Yeah,
so
but
I feel like and I
Henderson
even experience comes into place, because
and also his
the attacking is very young, in my opinion. It's like a very quick
other than Kane,
um
other than
attacking
Kane,
force. Hmm.
other
So when you have a a youthful team with you. And to be honest, in my opinion, Maguire as a captain is a no for me. But you have
Maguire is not
Henderson.
the captain. It's Kane. Kane's been the captain for the whole time.
Kane, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But Henderson's, even though you may not give him the armband, he's still a leader on the
Yeah, he's a
pitch.
leader. Obviously, they need a
He
leader in
yeah,
every
and in
attack.
and in my opinion, that makes a huge difference. And when it comes to such a pressured game, I'm giving Henderson the call instead of Declan Rice.
No, no, no. Henderson is definitely starting. That isn't a question. He's very underappreciated for his
Mm.
things he does for the team. Then with Henderson, I'll probably put Grealish. Yeah, Grealish. He's been carrying that
Yeah,
Villa.
Grealish,
Team.
he's been brilliant.
That Villa
And I
team
don't think Southgate's
last
that type to just overlook
is
players.
so low.
Grealish has been amazing.
They're so low. He deserves a huge. Like he deserves to start. I mean, that isn't a question. And wait, no, Fatih, forgetting there's a third midfielder. 5-3.
Third,
Would it be? No, wait. Wait, hold on, hold on.
who
I
is it?
think what? Wait, hold on. Let me actually see.
Maybe Madison.
Wait, let's see. Goalkeeper, left, right back. Sorry about this, guys. One, two, three.
Um,
Two midfielders. So I think it'll be Grealish and Jordan Henderson. But I think Mason Mount deserves a shout.
he's when he's consistent and when he's on form, he's
No, he's very inconsistent
brilliant.
actually. Because of his age, he's extremely
No, but
inconsistent.
in the I'm talking about the beginning of the season
Yeah, beginning of the
for
season,
Chelsea.
he was on fire
It
as
was
well.
wonderful. But he's got a good work ethic.
Yeah.
I forgot which game. I think it was a Bayern Munich, no, or the Ajax game, one of them, or another game where he just kept working. Like you could see on the pitch how much he wanted it because he came on as a sub, yeah, and he
Mm.
wanted to prove Frank Lampard and the fans why he's in the team or why he should even start. And he was really good.
I,
He keeps working. He's like another
correct.
not I wouldn't say another Kante when it comes to working because
No, no, no. Kante is.
Kante is out of this world.
I think
But
Madison
he
would
still
get the
works.
nod
He
ahead
still
of
works.
Madison would get the nod ahead of Mount though.
Yeah, he would.
Attack too.
Now forwards.
Okay, so two people will definitely be there. That's Sancho and Kane. Kane's the captain, so he'll be starting definitely.
Yeah.
So it'll be a three
Left
at
wing, I'm picking Rashford,
Rashford.
100%.
Rashford definitely. And
There's
until he got
Sterling, no.
injured, Rashford was on 14 goals this season, 14 goals and like 5 assists. He was he was on point, like he was literally getting, he was so close to the golden boot. He was like almost there. He was like, I think he was second by the time he got injured. After that, he's now fourth. He's still fourth after, and he got injured in January. There was like what, three more match weeks after that, and he's still fourth. That says a lot about Rashford. Okay, Jamie Vardy's retired. That shouldn't be a thing until he retirement.
So if we're gonna wrap up England, we're picking who? Sancho, Harry Kane, and Rashford.
But I think Ings is also really hard.
Hmm.
He's played so well.
No,
But Ings, I think he's only 26, father. He's not even old.
he looks old though. He's like another Kane when it comes to
Yeah.
looks. They look old, but they're not. I was surprised that Kane was still in the 20s. I thought he was like 32 or something because of how he looks.
Ings not that old.
I mean, no offense to Kane.
Question
Okay,
mark.
now let's move on to my lovely Spain.
The hair starting. That's not a question.
Yeah, no argument there. When it comes to defense,
Right
Ramos is
back
34
Carvajal.
years old, but he's
Right back,
still going to make it.
right back Carvajal.
Mhm.
Left
It's a
back,
very old defense, I feel.
very old
Like
team. Very old.
everyone's very old, yeah.
Left back, they're
And
missing
then
someone here. This guy plays for he's in Sevilla right now, but he's on loan for Madrid. This guy called Sergio Regulion. He's been insane for
I've heard of him.
yeah.
Yeah.
So either him or Alba will start, or even Gaia, I don't know. And then centre back will be Ramos and PK again. Um,
Yeah.
midfield. Ooh. Fad, what's your opinion on the midfield?
Um, I haven't been watching La Liga at all. I've only been watching Premier League. So I don't know if Busquets is still that good.
No, no,
Is he?
Busquets still he has it. He still has it. He still has it.
Still that good?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
still with that age. But Rodri is put in a shift um
Mm-hmm.
for
He's
City
only
because
20
he
also.
gone into that Fernandinho role. Fernandinho went to centre back and he's playing
Mm.
center, and he's been playing really well. But I think Thiago is definitely going to start.
Thiago, yeah,
On, on,
he's brilliant. He's
yeah,
brilliant.
very underrated. He should be
Santi
getting.
Cazorla, no, he's
Santi,
too
I
old.
love Santi, man. What a
I
man.
love that guy, but
Danny
doesn't make sense.
Olmo, he deserves. He's been playing. He played for Zagreb before joining Leipzig in like he joined Leipzig in Jan. He played really well in Zagreb as well. He's
Yeah, I
definitely
don't really know about these players that much. Like, I know Paco Alcacer, last season he was banging in, or this season he was banging in goals left, right, and center every time he was subbed on.
Dortmund.
Um, then, Morata has been doing all right at
Yeah, no. They lack in
Atletico.
attacks. The only issue has been
Yeah, they lack an attack. That's why I wouldn't put Spain, like, even if I'm picking a top five, I wouldn't put him in top four. They're definitely going fifth for me.
yeah,
Because especially in the World Cup, how they messed up against Russia, I was so disappointed.
yeah.
I was so
But
disappointed
Russia
in
played
Spain.
so well. You have to give him that. Russia had a great
I
game.
don't like them.
But
So,
also left wing Asensio deserves a shout, and Oyarzabal is playing really well in Sociedad. Asensio will, but yeah, Spain lack a decent striker. But Gerard Moreno, he plays right now, so I mean I don't know why he's playing as centre forward, but he
but
plays on the.
they might just surprise us at the end. You never know.
Yeah, there's
Because
always
we are,
that always happens. Okay, let's
yeah,
go on.
like just a
Belgium.
spark McLaughlin. Who's their new coach again? It's the previous guy. What's his name? Luis Enrique, yeah?
No, it's not Enrique. It's what's his name? Hold on.
I
What's his
thought
name?
Enrique took over.
Robert Moreno. No, wait. No, that's not him. No. I think it's Enrique. Yeah, it is probably Enrique.
Yeah, exactly. When he came, I
Yes,
was happy
Enrique now.
because,
Yes, Enrique now.
yeah, see, it's Enrique. He's
Enrique
good. I have
definitely.
faith in him. That's why I feel like that might just spark something and
Issue with
Spain
Enrique
might
is
get
definitely going to start Busquets.
there.
Rodri will miss. Oh, that
Next team, this
this
is
team
a
has
very
so
interesting,
much potential. This team has
a
so.
very, very interesting team.
Uh,
Courtois,
Courtois
100%.
has been insane for Real Madrid. He's this season he pulled back his form. He's definitely like one of the most improved players in the world. Last season,
Definitely.
goals just went past him left, right, and center. But this
Yeah.
time he literally pulled back and he's played so well. Okay, Courtois starting defense. Ooh, there's a lot of defenders, but I think they're missing out on actual. Ooh,
Alderweireld,
Alderweireld.
I feel like he'd make it, definitely.
A partner Alderweireld.
Um, Vermaelen wasn't given the start at
No.
Spurs, so
Vermaelen shouldn't be there. Vermaelen shouldn't be there.
but I don't know about the other players. I've
Tim
never,
Donker. He's played decent for Wolves. Not good, but decent for Wolves. Denial plays for what's the team name? Lyon, and Denial's been also really good.
I feel like their weak link is at the back.
Defense. No, we are forgetting about his name. Jan Vertonghen. Jan Vertonghen's played. Yeah, he's not there for some reason, but
Yeah,
he'll
but
probably
it's
start
not like it's not a very strong backline, but I feel like
and
it's
defense
decent. It's okay.
backs
It's
as well.
okay. But attack wise,
Midfield, I think, is going to be Witsel, Tielemans, and De Bruyne. I doubt it's going to be another defense.
Witzel, Tielemans, and De Bruyne.
That's a perfect because
Yeah,
Witsel's going
yeah.
to be the defensive guy. De Bruyne is going to be the attacking, and Yuri is going to connect the whole team together with his passing.
Mm, yeah.
Then
Lukaku is making striker,
Lukaku's plays so
100%.
well for
He's a beast at
plays
Inter
so well
Milan.
for Inter. Dude, he's 26. I can't believe it. Lukaku's 26, and Hazard's older than Lukaku. That's what says a lot.
United ruined him.
No. He played well at United. He played well at United. It's just that he didn't fit in OGS's like team after the whole Rashford came in properly, Martial came in. He
Mm.
wouldn't fit there. It made sense he left. It's good for him also. He's played so well.
Hazard, the form has been off, but I feel like he'll make it back.
No. Hazard, when he was playing for Real Madrid, those few games he had before his injury, he was playing really well. And then that injury happened, and then he like obviously now
But he gels really well with the Belgium squad.
with De Bruyne behind him. Imagine De Bruyne is the
Oh,
best player in the world right now, and imagine that link up play. Insane. Like Belgium have a very good chance to win the whole thing. Also, I can say that
yeah,
much.
that's true. They've got a good energy and a good
Yeah,
feel with the
what a
whole team. Like,
good
do you remember the Brazil versus Belgium game?
and the World Cup.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was insane. I love that game. It was just back and forth.
Belgium and
Like Belgium would attack,
Japan was
Brazil would attack. Uji is back and forth. That was a good game, a really good game.
Okay,
You know,
Joe.
their midfield and attack looks pretty good in my opinion.
It does.
It's quick. They've got a good finisher in Lukaku. They've got a good person to feed the ball to him into Bruyne. And we've got a good dribbler also, Eden Hazard. So
They've got the
they've got
best
a pretty
midfielder
good
in the
all round
team.
attack.
They're set. They've got the best midfielder in the team in the world.
So they've got a pretty good team. So where would you rank them then?
Uh,
If you're putting France
let's
first,
analyze Germany, then we'll rank all of them. In Germany first, the last team, the main.
Germany, Ter Stegen in goal, 100%.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ter Stegen's definitely starting. No, no.
Even
I think no. With Joachim Low, he'll start Neuer. He'll start Neuer.
yeah, he I don't like him.
I mean, he led Germany to a World Cup. Come on, you should be liking him.
He also led them to getting knocked out in the group stages. I
That's
mean, World Cup is a bigger ask, but still.
but I mean, Neuer will start. Neuer played well. That's the thing. People, because of his age, people underestimate Neuer. Goalkeepers can stay for a long time. That's the thing. But with Neuer, he's got a very good chance.
Chelsea wanted Neuer.
Wow.
Neuer was strongly linked to Chelsea, but then he denied it because he was like he wants to retire at Bayern because
Yeah, he
obviously,
probably will retire at
yeah,
Bayern.
exactly. That's like his.
I think Neuer will start for this tournament because this might be his last tournament. Depends on Neuer. He
Yeah,
did get injured for a while
but
though. He
then
got a bad
if you
injury.
look at Ter Stegen, he's 28th. So even if he starts in the World Cup and the Euros, that's just two tournaments, and that's like being a bit biased too
Yeah, but Ter
because of
Stegen is one of the best goalkeepers in the world.
yeah,
Wait,
but I would choose him
that's good defense.
instead of Neuer. Okay, now
I like the
defense.
defense. I like the defense. So I think Tars gonna start and probably Boateng. Boateng isn't in the list, but Boateng had a very good like end of the season, and
Hmm.
then yeah. But no, Robin Koch, this 23-year-old from Freiburg. This guy's played so good for Freiburg. The Bundesliga also revealed a list on how Germany are going to line up, and Robin Koch was one of the options, like one of the main things they thought they'll start with. Nico Schulz will start, and probably on the right, Klosterman. Klosterman is actually a right back and a centre back, but I think Klosterman will start on the right. He'll probably play three back. I think he'll play three back. Oh, Joshua Kimmich, bro.
Oh,
He
so
got
good.
converted into CDM. Oh my god, he's next
So
level
good.
when he got converted by Hansi Flick. He completely changed that Bayern midfield. God, he's so good. Him, Cruz, and ooh, who's the third option, Fad? In your opinion, who's the third option?
Third option. Uh,
I think Brandt. I'm gonna say Brandt.
yeah, exactly. Brandt has been, and he's young too.
He had his
Because the
very good
others,
season. He's had a really good season with Borussia Dortmund. He's like the next Royce. Oh wait, yep, Royce. Don't forget Royce. Come on, don't forget Marco.
Royce. Like, wait, if you're looking at the attack, who's the striker we're going for first? Timo
Werner,
Werner.
no question.
Yeah.
Gnabry
Um,
on the right.
right wing we've got
No, wait, no. If
Serge.
he's playing three back, there won't be a right wing. Gnabry can play striker, so I think he'll play striker with Werner as a partner.
No, I feel like they'll go to a formation with a winger to use Gnabry because
But
he's
then
he's he's safe.
who will they play on the left?
What there's Royce, right? Royce plays left.
No, Royce is old. He does not old. I love Royce. Honestly, he's one of my favorite players. But I highly doubt he's got the same thing he had. He's better off in the central roles. I'm thinking. No,
Germany is an interesting squad because we don't know who's gonna play, who's gonna start.
who's going
Like
to get
we
called
can't
up?
answer
And I'm
exactly.
hoping Royce keeps his form. He had a very good season. I'm hoping he still keeps his form for the whole season.
It
He just
depends
get called up.
how the coach wants to play with the team.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like
Joachim Low is a
that plays a
very,
major role.
very weird manager and a very tactical manager.
Exactly. Well, he's interesting, but they've got a decent team.
Got a very good midfield. The midfield stacked. See, like players like Suat Sardar, Nadia Amiri, Brand, then Kimmich, and Chan, they all have like they're set for the future. That striker in the end, Waldschmidt. He's so good. He played so well for Freiburg. Him and Robin Koch have played so well for Freiburg. They've got potential for the future, like big time. I mean, all teams do honestly. They all
So
have.
that's our opinions on the Germany squad. So
Yeah.
now, top five, rank them. First, you go.
So I'm going to go with France to win the whole thing.
Hmm.
I'm going to go with Germany, England, and it's going to be France. Probably second, I would go with no, no. See, the issue is that if we like really think about this, we don't know what's going to happen in the next 10 months.
Hmm.
For June, we don't know what's going to happen in June, like next year June.
But for now, who are you gonna
For
pick?
now, I'm going to go with France, Germany. No, France, Belgium, England, Germany, Spain. Yeah.
France,
France
Belgium.
first, England second, Belgium third. No, Germany third, Belgium fourth, Spain fifth. I think I'm going to go
Okay,
with
I'm gonna go with obviously France first. Right, the team is just stacked. I'm not gonna go with England because I feel like they'll be inconsistent because of the youth. But if they do keep their form, they've got a good chance. Um, you know, Belgium's attack is just it's just too good.
yeah.
So I would have to. You did you go with Belgium second and Germany third?
No, no, other way. No, I meant France, England, Belgium, Germany, Spain.
Okay, I'm gonna go then France. Mm, I think I would choose Belgium and then Germany, England, Spain.
Yeah, because Spain lacks a striker. That's the only issue with Spain. Everything else is somewhat set. It just lack a proper striker to carry the team. Every other team has that. Germany has Timo Werner, Belgium has Rom, and um, England have Kane and Rashford who can actually play striker, and France have Mbappe, Griezmann, and Ben Yedder. So I think yeah, Spain have the worst chance out of the five. And I have a feeling, I have a very bad feeling. Spain's just gonna surprise everyone and like probably go to the finals or win the whole thing. God.
I'm waiting to watch England play more
Yeah,
than any other team. I just can't wait to watch them play.
facts.
So that's our take on the Euro 2021 and how we feel like it will play out. So now into some more good news. Although we've had this lockdown and no sports, absolutely nothing except like a UFC event last week. One thing we have to look forward to is on Saturday, May 16th,
Football's
we've
coming.
finally got football and we've got Bundesliga remaining. Sorry,
Bundesliga
please.
football coming back in Germany. I'm so excited. I love the Bundesliga. The
Yeah,
fan.
if you could screen share Sri Kumar, we could see the fixtures and give a prediction, and then
Oh,
we
yes,
should wrap this up.
here it is. So, May 16th, the first game is going to be Dortmund and Schalke, the Revier Derby. That's going to be such a good game. Only issue is like there are no fans. Oh wait, they haven't announced. Bundesliga haven't announced the whole fans thing yet, or they haven't
I
checked.
feel like obviously it's
I,
gonna be a no.
I don't think there's going to be fans, obviously, but like Dortmund and Schalke with fans, if you watch a highlight replay, it's insane. Like the emotions, the like atmosphere is next level. So far, who do you think is going to win out of the two?
I feel like it's gonna be they haven't played
So
recently. I would say 2-1 Dortmund.
2-1. Okay. Yeah, I think yeah, same. I'm gonna go with 2-1 Dortmund. I think Dortmund have a slight edge in this because I know from the photos that have come out, they're training a lot. I've seen the Dortmund photos of training, and I've seen like Holland's being there, Sancho's there, and I think Dortmund have the best chance out of those two. Then Leipzig and Freiburg. Now
Leipzig.
I think
Leipzig does.
Leipzig probably 2-0 or with Leipzig you don't know man.
I'm gonna say 3-0.
Three, yeah, they're
3-0
very
Leipzig.
predictable. See, let's look at the Bundesliga table. Let's look at the Bundesliga table. So until now, let it load in. Yes, this is the table. So Leipzig are third, Gladbach's fourth, Leverkusen's fifth. Anything can happen between the top three. Bayern lose a game, Dortmund win a game, 54-55. Leipzig win a game, Dortmund lose a game, Dortmund goes down, Leipzig goes up. So it's a very unpredictable Bundesliga table right now. So I think Leipzig is going to win that 3-0. Let's go to Frankfurt and Gladbach. Yeah, this is going to be a great game because Frankfurt right now they're playing. Oh, wait, sorry about that. Frankfurt are playing really well. They were until obviously the whole lockdown happened. Frankfurt were playing decent enough to like push them higher up because they were playing bad in the start and they kind of got
I would
carried.
still pick Mönchengladbach
No,
in
Gladbach
here.
is definitely going to win it. They've got such a good strike force with like Thuram and they've got player and the defense with Bensebaini. Gladbach's winning
Mm.
that. Relegation battles. Are there any relegation battles? There's Dusseldorf and Werder Bremen and Paderborn. Werder Bremen's gone. Ah, yes, Dusseldorf and Paderborn, the relegation battle. Now, I've seen a little bit of Dusseldorf. I haven't seen any Paderborn, and I don't know much. I'll be honest, I don't know much about the both. I'm going to go
Don't
with
follow
Dusseldorf.
Bundesliga that much either. Apart from like the top half of the table, I don't look in the bottom.
Dusseldorf will win 2-1 though. I think Dusseldorf's going to win it. Yeah, they're doing much better than Paderborn. Paderborn's bottom of the table. So let's go to Union Berlin and Bayern Munich. Now, Fad, before you think Bayern's going to win it, if I'm not wrong,
Mhm.
I,
Oh, shut up.
no,
You're
I'm not.
gonna,
You
you're gonna pull
definitely
up the
lost. That's
stats
a
you.
different thing. You guys lost. That doesn't matter. But if I'm not wrong, fixture one. Wait, have they not played against each other? Bayern had a huge loss against one of the small teams. I think they lost against Union Berlin, if I'm not wrong, but I don't know why it's not showing. But yes, Bayern Munich did lose against Union Berlin, which is pretty surprising. It was Union Berlin, or was it Dusseldorf? One of the small teams. Bayern are extremely unpredictable when they play small teams. Some reasons, sometimes they completely destroy them like 5-8 nil, and sometimes they lose to them like 3-0. It happened, and Nico Kovac got sacked after that. And then last game, Bremen and Leverkusen. Bremen are like third bottom in the league, and Leverkusen like top five. Leverkusen,
That's, so is that it from Bundesliga?
that is it for Bundesliga.
Okay, so that's a wrap for our first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you sat through the whole thing, thank you.
Yes, thank
And
you so much.
we'll see you next week.
Message me if you reach to the end, okay? Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
me too.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have a good week, and we'll catch up next week.
Bye.